Training's been very good this week. The guys have been working hard. There's been a nice sort of light mood in camp. And yeah, look, everyone knows when the derby comes around, it's a game that, players want to go and make a mark and leave a mark. And I think that's amplified this week now that we're launching our new TV deal, in terms of the game being beamed not just across Kenya, but the whole region and the whole continent as well. So I think for the players, it's a great moment for them to show where we are as a team and where they are as individuals. But yeah, it's definitely a game that we're ready for. The mood's good in camp, but we know it's going to be a really difficult afternoon because we know anytime AFC and Kogalo come up against each other, it's a game that's, it's really fought tooth and nail for the victory, and we know we've got to be at our best tomorrow.
Considering our season as such, what kind of challenge do you expect from Angola?
I think, for us, we're reasonably satisfied with how the season started. If you look at the last 5 games, the corresponding games last year we only took 8 points from. We've taken 9 points from them this year. Last year we scored 3 goals in them. This year we've scored 8. So we've definitely seen a little bit of progress. We'd like to be tighter at the back. We think we've made 1 or 2 little mistakes and we've only kept 1 clean sheet. So that's something we definitely want to rectify going into the game tomorrow. But the other thing we've got to be aware of is that, AFC, people look at the 2 teams and say Kogalo have had a good, solid start to the season and that AFC have had a poor start. But really, it's only a 3-goal swing. If AFC had either scored or conceded 3 more goals, they would be on the same points as us, because 4 draws are very easily turned into wins. Their loss is very easily turned into a draw. So actually, the gap isn't so big as the league table would suggest at the moment. So we know that if we let them in, if we provide opportunities for AFC tomorrow, that they can punish us. But we also know that if we play at our best, we've got a great group of players this season, and if we play to the levels we know we're capable of, that 9 times out of 10, we come away victorious.
Changes from your side, coach, do you have any injury concerns?
Not so much. Like, we've got a few historic ones that are still coming back. Gad Matthews is still, he started training this week on the field, so he's probably, after the international break, he'll come into contention. I know he'd probably like to be in this week, but 1 week of training's not enough. And Patrick Kadu's still a few weeks away from the knee ligament injury that he suffered in pre-season. And yeah, I think the only other one, John Mashari is out. He has a little ankle injury that he hasn't trained this week. And we're sort of waiting. We'll make a last-minute call on Boniface Amondi. He's had a little bit of illness the last sort of 24, 36 hours, so we'll see where he is tomorrow. But look, the squad, we added really well to the squad this summer. We've got great quality and depth. And so if one player's not able to make the lineup for whatever reason, we know we've got good options to come in and try and really claim that shirt for themselves. Look, our fans are hugely important to us. I think you saw that towards the end of last season when the numbers really started coming out, whether it was, in the derby, whether it was against Homeboys, or even the final game against City Stars, because when the team are playing well, the fans feed off that performance, but then equally the team feed off the energy from the fans, and it's this real positive cycle that when we have big numbers in the stadium, they motivate the players and the players motivate them in return. And so we're really hoping for a big crowd tomorrow. We've been pleased so far this season. The supporters groups for Kogalo have been doing really well. The atmosphere inside the stadium has been good and it's been getting better every week, and we just really hope for a large turnout here tomorrow at Kasarani, and for the supporters to be part of our journey. We always say that, be part of the success, because it's really important to the players. So yeah, we're looking forward to a big crowd tomorrow.
Coach, it's our first league game that will be broadcast live. What impact is that, and what are your thoughts about it coming back to TV?
Yeah, look, I think it's really important in terms of the exposure for teams, for the brands that teams are growing, for players themselves, because I think we all have to understand that there is a hierarchy in football. No one would care to claim that the KPL is on the same level as the English Premier League, for example. And so players want to go to that next level. But, I know since coming here that even when coaches from different parts of the world have asked me about players, the struggle has always been, oh, do do you have good quality video of those players? Because they might be interested to take them to a higher level, but they just don't know where Kenyan football is at the moment because it's been in the shadows for a few years. So the fact that Azam have come on board, those games are not just going to be broadcast, but be broadcast in high quality. I think that's really good for players, for the players themselves, but it's also really good for the clubs because it makes it easier to attract sponsors and partners when you're being advertised to such a wide audience. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Azam are a company that have been around for a number of years now and involved in football for a number of years. So we're looking forward to a good product tomorrow, and hopefully, you know, it's going to be the first of many, but let's kickstart it with a bang. Let's make sure it's a good game. Let's make sure the crowd enjoy it, and that'll get more viewers on the TV as well.